when the Lord sent an angel to appear, and the angel said to Gideon, who was hiding behind a wine press, the Bible says, he was hiding there trying to get some food ready for his family. And the angel said to him, "You mighty warrior." And Gideon was shocked. He said, "What mighty warrior? Is there a warrior here? I'm just a poor father trying to feed his little family and hiding away from the enemy." And so when the angel Lord said to Gideon, "You will deliver your people from the Midianites," this is what Gideon said in Judges chapter 6 verse 15. "But Lord," Gideon asked, "how can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my family." So as far as Gideon was concerned, he saw himself as a nobody. He saw himself as a nobody in a family of nobodies. That was how he saw himself. How could you possibly use me? I'm totally a nobody. But yet, because Gideon believed the Lord in the end, he was able to step out. He turned from a zero to a hero. All because he was willing to step out. If he had remained where he was, he would forever be that zero in his own eyes, in his own understanding, and even in his own family. But because he says, "Okay, God, I hear what you're saying, I'm going to trust you, so I will step out." And then once he did that, he began that journey to become a hero that God already saw in him. You know, the thing is this: we will never know, we will never experience what it is like to succeed against impossible odds if we're not willing to step out. The only way we can experience this is when we are first willing to step out in faith. I remember the story of Reinhard Bonnke. Reinhard Bonnke, of course, is being so famous now as an evangelist in Africa. But did you know he started small too? In fact, in his own eyes, he was already pretty successful when he had a tent where he could preach to about 10 to 20,000 people. And that was like incredible that you have a tent that large that you can contain 10 to 20,000 people and preach. And it's like to build that whole tent and the whole infrastructure would cost like $1 million. And so he had this, and he was thinking things were going well. And yet, God challenged him. When the day came, there was a huge storm and his whole tent was destroyed. And because he was thinking to himself, "God, that's the best I can, that's the biggest sort of tent I can ever have already." And God destroyed the whole tent. And he's like, "God, why? Why? It's so hard to build a tent. It costs so much. It took so much effort. And how am I going to preach to all these people without a tent?" And then God showed him that without a tent, he could have more people. And that was when he stepped out in faith with God and said, "Okay, God, you're leading me to something new. I'm going to do it." And so you can see in this picture here, there are times when he preached to 1 million plus people. Look at that, just a whole horizon of people where he's preaching. Whole horizon of people. Wow. Because he stepped out in faith. He began to taste a success in God that he never did before. You see, greater success are the rewards of those who are willing to step out.